This is the move out video for 2012 Leeann, Unit A. Today is June 30th, 2017. Here's the lawn. Honestly, there's a lot of tree branches. It's kind of difficult to see, and some trash in the front of the property. A lot of tree branches. The yard definitely needs lawn maintenance, mowing and picking up some trash and things like that. Overall, this property wasn't a bad one. Like, the siding is actually really in pretty bad shape. And then walking up to the property, like the grass is pretty overgrown. The biggest problem out here would be like the trash and a lot of tree branches in the front and the back. So here's like the little garage area. There's some holes and things like that, but apparently they were done by a few tenants ago. So the current tenant, the one that just moved out, did not do any of this damage. The rakes, a broom, some paint, and a hose, some painting supplies. That's about it. Light works in here, so we're good. It's in pretty rough shape, honestly, out here. Again, the siding is pretty bad. The screen looks okay. Motion lights work in the front. The siding just by the front door is pretty bad as well. There's quite a few scrapes on the door frame. The door actually looks pretty good, but again, there's some scrapes and things like that on the physical door. So walking into the property, we need to reattach the smoke detector. There's some chipping on the wall to the right-hand side, and some damage on the actual door frame and the door. So these baseboards in here honestly need to be painted. The paint in here did not look too bad. I didn't really see any damage, like any big damage that we would have to actually paint in here. I do need to request that the cleaner cleans the paint by the right hand of the door, like the right side of the door, because it's really dirty. The wall walking in to the right, I did see quite a bit of nail holes. There's probably 5, and some scuffs and things like that, but we could probably wipe that off instead of having to paint that entire wall. The baseboards in the entire living room do need to be painted. They're definitely scuffed. Blinds are new. They do work. The tenant must have purchased those right before she moved out. We do need pest control. Like, there are so many spiders, and I did see roaches when I looked under the sink. We need to again reattach, paint the baseboards. Outlet covers look fine. Ceiling looks fine. Flooring looks okay. There's quite a few scratches and things like that on the flooring, and apparently it was like right here, straight ahead. There's just a few areas that are kind of damaged, like scratches and things like that. Like, here's actually a really big scratch on the floor. I would say it's about 3 feet. So we will have to look at the inventory and condition form. As you enter the wall to the left, there's some scuffs on the bottom, but the baseboards, like I said, we are going to take care of. The other thing that I noticed in the kitchen area was that the doors need to be painted. Like, it looks like she did try to paint, but she just didn't do 2 coats, and there's damage on the right side, on the left side of the left side of the right door, and then some dings and scuffs and things like that. Like, this is actually, the left one looks not very good at all. It's not, there's no damage or anything like that, and then also the trim needs to be painted. The wall to the left is fine. The wall looks okay in here. Lots of, it looks like spider webs. Okay, that looks like roaches at the top, so we definitely need, this is in the kitchen dining area. We need to spray for pest control. Here are the blinds, the vertical blinds. They don't look damaged. However, they do look a little dirty, so we need to definitely clean those off. Here's the back door. No damage done to that, but it is kind of dirty. In the little laundry area, there is quite a few little scuff marks and things like that on the wall. Flooring looks okay. Again, there's areas that could probably use some cleaning for sure. Here is the ceiling. No damage, just a lot of spider webs. Here's the kitchen area. Smoke detector's good. Replace a light bulb. There's a lot of spider webs on that too, dust and things like that. I did go ahead and open the cabinets. There's some damage on the right side of the countertop, some scuffs on the actual countertop. I opened the cabinets. There's nothing left in there except very small, minute things. Some tin foil, you know, the counters look okay, except they're just wear and tear, I guess. There's some dings on the right hand side, like some pen marks and stuff like that. Stove looks semi decent. I'll get back to that in a second. Dishwasher looks okay. There's some bugs in here, but overall it doesn't look bad. Okay, sounds like it's working. We'll let that run. Under the sink, I did see some cockroaches, so we will need to spray. Sink looks okay. Disposal works, but it smells like there's a very strong odor. Lots of bugs. Blinds are brand new. This windowsill definitely could use a cleaning. The walls in here need to be wiped by where the sink is, just because it's pretty dirty. Nothing in the cabinets, no damage to the cabinets. I would just say overall it just needs a light clean. Well, I would say a clean actually. On the exterior part of the cabinets, above the stove, it's kind of sticky. There's some paint and stuff like that, chips on the cabinets. A few different places, but they're not damaged. Okay. And there's some scratches on the below the sink. Here's the oven. The gas is on. Oven looks good. It actually looks a lot newer, so the gas works. Behind the stove is just like the vent hood is super old. Light's good. And we need to replace that wire thing that's underneath. There's a lot of grease. This is very sticky, the vent hood is. As far as everything else, like other than the cabinets being kind of scratched up, I wouldn't say there's any damage. Flooring is all right. There's a few areas that could probably, like a few squares that could be replaced. I do need to check with maybe two. Here's the outside of the pantry area. This is all okay. There's some food stains on it, and the trim looks not very good. Flooring again, lots of bugs, dirty in here. The outside of the stove is all right. I mean excuse me, the fridge. It was actually cleaned pretty good, so that's good. Doesn't look like there's any damage, and it's cold, so that's good. Ice maker works. On top of the fridge was not cleaned. Overall, the kitchen doesn't look horrible. Let me take another view. At the dining area, the flooring by the door is scratched up, and then again right here in the middle. Baseboards in the entire property look pretty rough. Here's the little hallway area. The walls in the hallway look okay. There's just bugs. On the bottom, it's kind of dirty. Inside the closet is okay. Bugs, there's some scuffs at the bottom of the door. At the top, okay, it was half painted. So the back of the door looks okay. Trim is fine. Ceiling, there's a crack in it and just lots of spider webs. Replace batteries, possibly clean out that light in the hallway. The trim on the door, it's all right, kind of dirty, which again, we will get our cleaner to clean that off. By the AC vent and the door is kind of chipped, but it's dirty, so we need to replace that. There is an AC vent or an AC filter in the closet. Other than spiders and the baseboards being wearing like older paint, that's about it in the hallway. I would say that the room is decent. We need to repaint the closet doors. As you can see, they're very, it's just not a very good paint job. It's like some here, some there, some splatters. We actually need to move the left closet door to the other bedroom because there are two different doors. The trim is not so great, but it's okay. There's lots of spider webs and things like that. Above the window, there's some scuffs on the wall, some nail holes, one or two, but nothing bad. Windows are okay, they just need to be cleaned. Pest control in here again. There's a little scuff on the window seal from the tenant. I'm assuming baseboards in here are all right. Blinds are excuse me. These blinds are not as clean as they probably should be, but they do work. Okay, great. So walls are okay. We don't need to paint in here. Just remove the two nails that there is. Ceiling looks okay. Baseboards, older. Cable. There's some damage on the wood floors in a few areas. This area right here is very worn. This is the first bedroom to the right. Again, like the spots on the floor that are kind of damaged. I can't tell what that odor is. It's kind of stale. This is fine. Here's the door. Door looks all right. You could tell that someone painted it. Overall, this room wasn't bad. Okay. So moving on, here's the closet door, one of the closet doors. There's some paint stuff on the back of the door and a chip on the door. Inside the closet, the shelves are kind of damaged. It looks like there's a shelf missing actually. Okay, so on the back of the door, there's some damage. Flooring is okay. We need to secure the first closet to the right, the door handle, because it's kind of loose. So here's the hallway area. There's some dirty marks on the wall, but overall it doesn't look bad. Ceiling's fine. Maybe remove bugs from the light fixture. Here's the second room to the left. Trim is all right. It's definitely like some scratches and stuff like that. But I know this is an older property, so baseboards again are pretty dirty. This is kind of what it looks like throughout. There's some chips and things like that. Flooring, there's definitely some damage on the floors. Some red nail polish it looks like, and then baseboards again throughout the room. They're just kind of damaged, old. There's a closet, and again the closet doors need to be repainted and one removed to the other bedroom. You can see this and just the spotty paint job this side as well. Like the paint is just overall not that great. Ceiling, it looks like there's some cockroach feces on the ceiling, which was also in the kitchen area. Here's to the left, there's like some dirt and some food almost. Something dripped. There's some scuffs and things like that that are in the closet to the left. Paint is scuffed up a little bit. Here's trim is all right. Overall, the closet's not horrible for being a closet, but the trim on the closet could use a cleaning or paint, either one. Baseboards again, outlet's fine, window seal just needs to be wiped down, it's dirty. We need to remove the mold on the left hand side. Windows are okay, there's just a lot of bugs on the inside. Blinds, I would say definitely need a cleaning. They do work. Okay, yeah, I was gonna say, I know they worked. Locks look good. There's again some damage at the top of the window. Ceiling looks good in here. Remove the bugs from the light fixture, but overall this room looks okay. Door looks good. Again with the stale smell. There's some damage on the door that it looks like it was covered or like spackled. Door looks fine. Hinges are okay. Door stopper, cool. There's a, just dog hair. Again, the flooring. Damage on the floor. So overall, this one doesn't look bad. Here's the restroom. I went ahead and opened the cabinets. Here is some damage on the countertops. I'm not sure if this was caused by the tenant or current tenant or the previous. These need to be replaced. The indicators, the hot and cold indicators. This one's broken. This one's missing. Inside the sink, there's some damage, but nothing like you would actually have to buy a completely whole new sink. Mirrors all right. There's I'm not sure what this stuff is on the right hand side, but the function is fine. Replace 3 light bulbs. I don't know if we will have to paint. I don't know if you can see this, but there's some, let me turn off the light real quick. There is some stuff that's on the top, so that's not good. Medicine cabinet's fine. Here's the tub. Tub's fine. The diverter, or the diverter to the tub we need to replace. Here is the tub area.